Taxi, Final Exam, Advanced English 2, by Jenny Joana León. Teacher, Milia Andrea Muñoz. School Essence of Education. Program of Bachelor in Foreign Language. UNAC. Activity to develop. Step 1. Look at the picture. What difficult decision do you think the woman has made? What do you think the letter say? Imagine what happened. Write the full story from your point of view. She is Susan, a chief nurse. She worked in the hospital of the city. When she was a little girl, and always dreamed being an important professional. She did not have the financial resources to study in the university, so she thought that the only chance to achieve her dreams was to obtain a scholarship. Susan was always the best student. At the end of her high school, the National University got her a scholarship. In this difficult moment of her life, between tears, she remembers her effort and dedication to become the chief nurse of the hospital. But she thinks that she cannot change her principles and beliefs. A painful episode occurred on November 1. A child with cirrhotic leukemia, named Juan Pablo, had to be transplanted because the marrow for him had arrived. But a father with money gave the director an lot of money to take the marrow to his son. So his illness was not as advanced as Juan's. Susan received the marrow and took the box to the surgery room. But at the moment the director of the hospital intervened and told him it was for the child of the room 4. Susan understood that Juan would not be operated on. After a few hours, the director told her, "Please make a report for tomorrow saying that it's not possible to do the surgery because the marrow has not arrived." She felt pain in her ear, and she answered, "I cannot do that." So the director winked at her and her face. He replied, "Forget about the work in the hospital." Susan thought it was not a fair situation. At night, while taking a sheet and pen, she wrote, "Mr. Director, I have always been an honest professional. I have worked for 4 years with responsibility and efficiency, and I do not want to participate in their personal interests. In knowing the delicate situation of the child of one, for this reason, I prefer not to continue in the hospital. Appreciate your attention, Susan." A next copy to the secretary. The next day, very early, delivered the letter, with a copy to the secretary of the hospital. also leave a copy for herself. Then took her personal thing and left the side. When Susan arrived to her home, found in Juan and his critical health. Susan in her air thought that she would not change her values and professional training. The next day, she decided to work to organize her ideas and new purpose when she received a call from the secretary, saying that could return to work. But she had a question. What happened? The secretary said Juan died last night, and the parents saw the letter in the office by accident. So they called the police, and now the director is in prison. Step 1. Listen to the song How Rich by Gabriel. Do you think the song is mainly optimist or mainly pessimist? Justify you and sour. I think that the song is mainly optimist because it exposes the negative experience like its previous partner. All the moment and feeling were not significant for the other person. It is possible someone could feel that it's not possible to forget, but believe and she think that being busy every day will help to continue again. She think that the other person is out of it in an affected relationship. Emotion and experience must be mutual because in each moment the person can deliver the help. That is, it involves deep feelings which are difficult to erase, like the idea that she can leave your negative experience and start a new life, where doing other activities is necessary to get over of trouble and depression. When someone is involved in a relationship and it ends because there is no sincere love, it is better to forget the past, to have ambition, to think about new projects, and to grow in personal life. What what was the true problem according to the son? The true problem of the son is that the other person did not have a sincere feeling and did not love with the her. So it was not a lasting relationship because it did not involve the feelings. A loving relationship has positive and negative aspects, but when there is understanding and help, it is possible to create action that improve life and couple for the future. But when there are not favorable conditions, love ends. Then in the song only one person could love, which was very sad. A healthy relationship can be damaged by infidelity or because they do not feel love and there isn't respect for the other person, and so it is possible to believe in someone because the person that she loved never correspond her love. Step 3. Read the text and answer the question. 1. How when he introduced me to his family? My boyfriend and I are 21 and have been going out for a year. We live in a big city where there are people from many different races and cultures. He comes from a culture that is much more religion and tradition than mine. This is not a problem for me or my family. They have always welcomed him into our home. Wherever he refused to introduce me to his family. And when his brother, who he knows is around, his parents were are just friends. Apart from this, we love each other very much. Should I insist that he introduce me to his family? I think that she should talk with her boyfriend and ask if he really considered the relationship between the two people. Because when someone loves, it is always the same, and also with the family. Another aspect it may be that the boyfriend's family has very different customs and may make her feel bad and girlfriend. Or maybe the family would think that it's not the right wife for him and not present into his parents his as way to protect the stability of the love relationship. Also, it is better to know the boyfriend family before getting married to identify the custom and belief and establish a balance in the couple. Some couples have decided to keep distance between the girlfriend and the family to avoid arguments. Due to the difference in society, education, belief, and in some cases in the color of the skin. Relationships in couples are complex. Difficult situations can damage safety and feelings. So it is better not to have bad thoughts. Always think about the positive aspects will help you to be better people every day. Case 2. Can we live with my mother? I am 44 years old and have looked after my elderly mother for a number of years. She has a few small health problems and he's rather lonely since for Father's Day. Recently, my husband is desperately keen to go, and both our children will enjoy the experience, but I know that my mother will not consider moving to the Houston. And I am terribly worried about her coping on her own, and she has not other relative neighbor. Should I persuade my husband to refuse the job offer? I think that she should person her mother to go with the family because her health condition and maybe her care will be better in the USA, where technology and doctors have